New on Curiosity Stream.
From time to time, we have collisions between asteroids and the Earth.
We track them, we study them, we hope the big one never comes. Don't look up, it's Asteroid Rush. And alligators. They rarely get sick. They even outlasted the dinosaurs. Could they hold the secret to human longevity?
Their blood could have antibacterial applications.
Wade into the investigation on immortal alligators. Watch now on Curiosity Stream. Annual plans are $20, just $1.67 a month. Visit curiositystream.com.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. When we think about the COVID-19 vaccine hesitancy in the Black community, let's remember, it didn't happen by chance. It's justified in history. But the will to change the narrative is strong today, and our people are lending their voices to the conversation. We're sharing our stories and the reasons that made us choose the vaccine so we can lead the way for others to make a well-informed choice too. To hear our stories, visit hereforuswa.org.
What's up? It's your boy, the Ted Smith. Thanks for listening to the Men's Room Daily Podcast. Want more? Check out the greatest podcast in all the land, The Podcast. Be sure to subscribe and listen to a brand new episode every Tuesday night.
KISW. We return to the men's room with Miles and Thrill.
Game is up. Big Dummy 206-421-ROCK. Who is our next contestant ready to play the big game? Hello, Jacob. Welcome to the men's room.
Big Dummy.
Hello? Hello, Jacob.
Hello.
Hola. Jacob, sober, not sober?
Nah, sober.
Yeah, right. Welcome to Big Dummy. Jacob, is your genitalia, our men's room poll, is your genitalia lighter than, same color as, or darker than your regular skin?
A little darker.
A little darker. All right. Jacob with a dark penis. I believe he said narc. A little darker. All right, Jacob, here is your question. Sambuca originates from what country? Sambuca.
I got nothing.
Is that Greek?
It's Italian.
It is Italy. Italian. Frick out of here.
I only know that because my Italian buddy's back east. Like, I had one buddy. That's all he drank.
Really?
Sambuca.
Just because it's your heritage, you have to do it, right? So you're saying he's Italian? No, he loves Sambuca. A lot of Greeks love ouzo. And I'm like, man, ouzo. Like, I know you're Greek, but it doesn't mean it tastes good.
Well, our buddy Tanch down in Portland.
Yeah.
He's a big Sambuca guy.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, he also wears a huge gold chain. See? That's what it is. That's the connection.
Can't give him too much credit.
Oh, Jacob's gone. We got phone down by the drunk guy. Okay. You didn't even say darker when you asked. You said narker. No.
I thought for sure I was going to have to dump him.
I was feeling that way, man. Later on, it gets harder. Hello, see you guys on Friday night. Hello, Brian. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, bitch, hola.
Hola. Brian from Disney World. Brian, are you sober or not sober?
I'm sadly sober.
Sober.
You say Brian?
Yeah. What do you think, you know me?
Our phone's screwing up again.
Oh, we love you, Brian.
Is that what it is?
No. It's good. Oh, no. Brian, is your genitalia lighter than, same color as, or darker than your skin?
I'm Irish, so pretty much anything is darker than my skin.
Okay.
That included.
You sure? I mean, I feel like he's messing with us.
Are you messing with? Is this your phone? Is this our phone?
It's ours.
This is our phone.
Yeah,
I'm not messing with you.
Yeah, I don't think Jacob hung up on us. I think something glitched in our phone that disconnected him. We got the phone dong, and I think Brian's phone's all fouled up because of it.
Brian, you might not know this about yourself right now, but everyone listening to you, including us, and I'm not making this up, you sound like Mickey Mouse.
Perfect. Welcome to Disneyland, everybody.
Yes!
All right, Brian.
Hurry up, I gotta get back to the mini.
Here's your question. What is typically depicted on a Jolly Roger flag?
Skull and crossbones.
One and done. Jesus.
He knows because of Pirates of the Caribbean.
From the ride we have. Is this our phone for real?
Mm-hmm. Yes, I think so.
Let's try it. Let's just see what happens. Okay, let's go. Hello, Marshall. Welcome to the men's room.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Marshall, are you sober or not sober?
I'm sober, sitting here at work.
All right. Welcome to Big Dummy.
See, I'm not blaming our phone. Marshall sounds like a man.
Man, it's sporadic. It's all. Well, I don't know who in our lineup's going to get it the next, but it's going to happen again.
Marshall, is your genitalia lighter than, same color as, or darker than your skin?
Same color at the top, it gets darker towards the bottom.
Okay, same color.
Kind of like a color fade. I dig it.
Exactly.
Like when you go to Home Depot, and it's like, do we want this gray, this gray, and this gray?
Huh. I feel like mine gets darker at the top. Like the helmet's a different color.
See, now I have to go back into the bathroom and check, because I basically just looking, I want to know. Is it, am I wearing a home jersey, the away jersey? Like you said, the helmet stays the same.
It does it?
But am I
Maybe
playing
you're Washington State. You have a home and away helmet.
Right. You might be right. All right, here is your question. Who wrote The Legend of Sleepy Hollow?
The Legend of Sleepy Hollow. Would that be the Grimm brothers?
Oh, not a bad guess. Not a bad guess.
Sleepy Hollow.
Come on, Mike. Like, everyone knows the story, and it occurred to me, I had no idea who wrote it. And then when I saw
Is it a familiar name?
Fairly familiar.
Is that Ian guy? Ian something? Ian
Fleming?
No, that's not him.
No.
James Bond.
The Ian guy?
No, it was Washington Irving.
Oh, yeah. I've heard the name.
Yeah, you've heard, and probably because he wrote Sleepy Hollow, and that's it.
It's a strong name.
It is a strong-ass name. It sounds like Washington Irving. That is a linebacker in the NFL, right? That's the position. Because he's fast. He's not just big. Like, dude's fast. You don't want to get hit by Washington Irving.
Or Irving Washington.
Either
one.
No, Irving Washington plays O-line.
No,
but
he's a
the right.
DB.
You think
His
so?
name's way too long for his jersey.
And he's not wide enough.
Yeah, he's
to
not.
play.
He's a smaller guy.
All right, here is your question. How many of the gifts in the song The 12 Days of Christmas involve birds?
I don't know. I don't know that song, so I couldn't tell you. 4.
Any
3.
guess?
1.
So we have a partridge in a pear tree. We have 2 geese.
Swans.
No, you're getting more geese than that.
Yeah.
I'm giving you 1 partridge.
Hang on.
Then I'm giving you 2 what?
We're going 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves.
You're getting 2 turtle doves.
3 French hens.
Correct.
4 calling birds.
Yes.
5 golden rings. And then you got the 6 geese of land.
That's
7,
a lot of birds.
7 swans of swimming. And I think that's it. I think 7 of
so.
them.
You get 6 different. The gifts involve 6 different birds, but you get a total of 23 birds.
Well, at least not one of them says a parrot will last you for the rest of your life. See?
Yeah. You can eat for a month. Mm-hmm. All right, Marshall, your question. Hydraulics is the study of what?
Water?
That's part of it.
Pressure?
Fluids.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. Like your mother's mouth.
No.
Jesus. No one in particular, don't take it personally. But you know who you are. All right, your question. What cheese is traditionally served on a Reuben sandwich?
Let's say it one more time, sir.
What cheese is traditionally served on a Reuben sandwich?
Man, I never had a Reuben sandwich.
It's a great sandwich.
It's awesome. You should try them,
Yes,
dude.
you would love it.
We don't know you, but we know you would love it.
What kind of cheese? Cheddar?
Swiss.
You say it's big with the Catholics. It's holy, Mike.
Marshall, feel free to jump in on this quick aside here. We just got a text that I thought I'd relay to you guys. It says, my nipples and junk are both lighter than my skin. I'm a redhead. Don't know if that makes a difference.
Well, sure. She has no soul.
A lot of it. That's what it is. Your soul.
Yeah, soulless.
All right, your question. How many minutes does it take for light from the sun to reach the earth?
How many minutes?
Yep.
I have no idea how many minutes. I have no idea.
Go ahead, take a guess. Just throw a guess out there.
How many minutes? Let's go with 1.5 million. I have no idea.
I'll say 38 minutes.
Nope. Hit him with it, Mike.
I believe it's 8 minutes.
It's actually 8 minutes, 39 seconds. Won't split hairs, but
All right.
8.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a long time. Okay. All right.
All right, your question. This NFL journeyman quarterback, he announced his retirement today after playing for 9 teams during his 16-year career.
Dang it.
9 teams. Oh, man. I haven't watched the news today. But he plays for 9 teams as a quarterback.
He's played for 9 different
16 years.
teams. 16 years.
Oh, yep. All right.
And oddly, the last few years have been some of his better ones. People believe he's magic.
He's magic.
Yeah.
Is it Flacco?
No, Flacco's not magic.
Flacco was not magic.
Never. Check down guy.
Yeah.
Why he doesn't check down?
Ryan Fitzpatrick.
That breaks my heart, man. I hate seeing him go.
Oh, right.
Yeah, Fitz magic.
Yeah. It's not someone you think of immediately, but you go, oh, damn, yeah, he's been playing forever.
I didn't know he was still in the league. That's why I didn't know he was still in the league.
Well, he's not now, so technically you're right.
He was playing in Washington, so nobody really noticed last year.
That is a good point. All right, your question.
He won me a fantasy league one year. That'll work.
This former NFL coach and analyst, he's been picked to appear on the cover of the Madden 23 video game for this upcoming season. Who is it?
That'll be John Madden.
There you go.
There you go. All right.
Has he ever been on the cover before, other than the first one?
The first few years, it was like in the 90s and stuff.
Was it just
I think
him?
it was just him.
So who was the first? I'm going to guess Barry Sanders, maybe?
The first player?
The first player.
That's a good question.
Because if Madden did the first few, I don't remember what year it came out, but I'm trying to think who would have been big enough.
Well, Madden still, I bet, was involved then. Maybe it was like Lawrence Taylor or somebody.
Yeah.
I could be way off. I'm just trying to guess who John Madden was. Put him on the cover. Boom.
I believe the first one was in Madden NFL 2001, Eddie George.
Okay.
All right.
Now, it does say a handful of different ones. So it had John Madden for the first one in 94, and then the next one was John Madden, Eric Williams, Carl Wilson. Then John Madden again. John Madden, Kerry Brabham, and Gordon Laro. And then there's Garrison Hurst, who was on there with him. So I think John Madden was on all of these. And they started including other guys. Eddie George, the first one, that was just that was him.
Okay. All right.
Game is up, Big Dummy, 206-421-ROCK.
And I guess that's what started the curse, because Eddie George kind of got injury plagued.
Right, and now, once you start calling something a curse, like all the players buy into it, becomes a superstition. And they're like, man, do not put me on the cover of Madden. Hello, Scott. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Scott, sober, not sober?
Sober, sipping on a clean after replacing skylights. So.
All right. Scott, is your genitalia lighter than, same color as, or darker than your regular skin?
Shade darker.
Shade darker.
Just one shade.
A little darker.
In fact, if you're standing far away, you can't even tell, Miles. So you said you're replacing skylights?
Yeah, in my house. They lose their vacuum. So got up there before it got too flipping hot and put two of them in.
Is it raining where you are?
Sprinkling and, little humidity, but not bad.
Okay.
Not East Coast humid, that's for darn sure.
That is. We have a couple of listeners that are currently on the East Coast for various reasons, and we got a few texts and emails from them explaining that it is ungodly humid. We're like, we know.
Scott, that email you sent in, did that deer just walk right up to you?
I damn near stepped on it, Miles. Walked around the corner and almost clocked it with my foot.
How old was that thing? Like 3 days old?
It was the smallest one. We had a doe jump our fence and give birth in our yard, and we found those after a while and put them outside the fence. They were quite a bit bigger than that one, so these look like they couldn't have been more than a week or so old.
But and obviously a deer is different than a bear, but mama's going to take care of babies one way or another. So when you see a deer that small, once you pick that bad boy up, is your head on a swivel, making sure mom doesn't get pissed?
She's not going to come near you. She's going to be deer. You can't even see them when they're 6 feet away from you. They're hidden. But she couldn't have been probably more than 10 feet from us, just watching. And even if you do pick them up, which that won't hurt them because she'll lick them again and give them no scent. And without any scent, my dog didn't even pay attention to him. She walked right past him like, I don't know what you are.
So wait a minute. So like a mama deer, when it licks its young, you're saying it's getting rid of the deer scent?
It'll get rid of the scent. It'll make fawns have no scent, which makes them that much more invisible to predators.
Huh.
That's why.
And then when you do come across them, they will drop and freeze. And you could just look at them, and they do not move. It looks like they don't even blink. They're just.
That's why.
There's some people on 3rd Avenue that act the same way, Scott. I'm telling you.
I'll typically put human scent on my penis, so it'll encourage someone to lick it off.
Right.
Yeah, my son and daughter-in-law just took their kids to Orlando to Harry Potter World. They just landed, and they're right in the middle of all that right now.
Yeah, it's bad, man.
Yeah.
It is bad. It is. Well, have fun at Harry Potter.
Yeah, and here comes a tropical storm.
Right.
Yeah.
I feel like they're going to have a great time, but I've been at Disney World on July 4th. Orlando is miserable in the summer.
Right. Florida's ridiculous. You'd think you're in a different continent, in a different country. Yeah. All right, Scott, here is your question. You might know a lot about deer, but can you tell me, Elizabeth Garrett Anderson, she became the first female what? Doctor, pilot, astronaut, or politician?
Astronaut. Try that one.
Doctor.
Yep. First lady doctor.
I was going to say, got these lady doctors out here.
When they finally came up with the exact standards you would need to be a licensed medical practitioner, she was the first woman to actually get the license.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Not afraid of a lady doctor.
Do I get to pull down my pants now?
Give me that lady doctor. Tell me something. Doc,
When do I get to pull down my pants?
my penis look darker than the rest of your lighter. Be honest. All right, your question. What is the defining feature of a deciduous tree?
Deciduous tree loses its leaves.
Dude, as soon as I asked, I'm like, this guy is going to know the answer. If you know the deer licking their babies, he'll know it's deciduous trees.
Game is Big Dummy, 206-421-ROCK.
So what's the opposite? Just an evergreen?
Is that the difference? I knew deciduous trees are the ones that drop their leaves. I do not know what you call the other one, but yeah, evergreen would make sense. It's kind of in the name.
Deciduous. That's a good word.
It is. Barbara Streisand could sing it. She can sing evergreen.
Deciduous.
There's also coniferous trees.
What's that?
They're coned.
It says the complete opposite of a deciduous tree is not coniferous, but is called the evergreen tree.
All right.
Yeah, think pine cone.
And Ted with the big tree knowledge. Hello, Jim. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola!
Jim, are you sober or not sober?
Not so.
Jim, welcome to the show. Welcome to Big Dummy. All right, let's get personal here on our men's room poll. Is your genitalia lighter than, same color as, or darker than your skin?
I'm going to have to go darker there.
Darker. Okay. Notice we haven't had any female contestants.
The darker the berry, the sweeter the juice, mama. Hop to it. Someone just texted this, and I appreciate it. I think you guys will appreciate this. This is an educational show, right? You got the kids around. It's like reading Rainbow.
Right.
It says, you guys are teaching us so much about animals this week. Now I know that baby deers don't smell. And also, and I forgot about this already, birds don't have anuses.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
We didn't know.
They use that same hole for everything.
Everything.
Male, female, sex, the pooping, the peeing, the whole thing.
Charge their cell phone.
It's like the outtake at your home.
It really is. All right, here is your question. The song Sweet Georgia Brown is the signature song of what basketball team?
Atlanta Hawks.
Atlanta Hawks. That was very specific.
Sweet Georgia.
Yeah.
Right, that makes sense.
Oh, I see what you did there.
That's what I was thinking.
I would eat any food product if it came from the Sweet Georgia Brown company.
I got it. You want to hear?
Come on,
I'll play it for you.
Play the thing.
I'll play it for you. Ready? I think you
Miles got that.
You can name this tune in one note.
Oh, the Harlem Globetrotters.
Yep.
Again, I saw them this year. They come around, go see them. They're awesome.
It is.
They play the song?
They do. And they have like an updated version.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. I kind of imagine where that's going. Yeah. All right, your question. What are the 5 boroughs of New York City?
All right, we got Brooklyn.
Yep.
Yeah.
Queens.
Yeah.
Staten Island.
Correct.
Brooklyn, Queens, Staten Island. Manhattan.
Yep.
And
the bad one.
I mean, it's still expensive.
What was your guess?
Harlem?
No. Harlem's part of Manhattan.
Yeah.
You forgot the Bronx.
Right. You got Brooklyn, Queens, Staten Island, Manhattan, and the Bronx.
The hell with the Yankees.
Bronx is still expensive, but like I know people that live in Queens, I know people live in Manhattan, I know people live in Staten Island. I don't know anybody that lives in the Bronx.
The Bronx is still the best. It's expensive because it's New York City, but like even when you meet people from Brooklyn, they're going, either they're complaining like, man, we're getting gentrified, or I'm part of the people gentrifying it. I like it. Manhattan's Manhattan. Everyone understands, right? Staten Island, there's some pride in spite of it kind of being the stepchild. Brooklyn, if you meet someone from Brooklyn, you'll find that they're from Brooklyn within 2 seconds.
For sure.
But people from the Bronx, they're still like angry.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, you say Queens. People are like, yeah, man, Queens, very family-oriented, believe it or not. No, yeah, we went to school in the Bronx. Like, I'm from the Bronx, F you. Like, wow, man.
Yeah, I mean, I went to see the old Yankee Stadium the last year it was there. And after the game, we decided to walk around the Bronx. Basically, we wanted to smoke a blunt. Yeah. And I was like, Bronx seems a little
different.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's different than the rest.
I feel like I stuck out.
Not because you're smoking weed.
No, right, trust me.
That was your camo.
People smoking blunts.
I'm so high, I think I see a white man.
No, it really is a white man.
Hey, man, you seen a white dude, too? What you put in this?
It's a white man with a beard.
You sprinkle this with PCP? Because that dude looks white, and there's no way. All right. Here, your question. What star constellation's Latin name translates to Little Bear?
Oh, man.
You've heard of it.
Ursa Minor?
Yeah. Look at my man with the big brain. By the way, there is a restaurant called Sweet Georgia Brown. It's a soul food restaurant in Dallas. You didn't have to tell us it was soul food.
Oh, I thought it was Chinese food.
Yeah. Welcome to Sweet Trash Balls, traditional Chinese
I will have the Kung Pao chicken.
Here we call Kung Pao. Bladao chicken.
I like the way that guy switched from the Brothers Grimm to the Grimm Brothers.
More Big Dummy coming up, 206-421-ROCK.
New on Curiosity Stream.
With my infrared drone, I can see what others can't.
Drone pilot Doug Thron uses his bird's eye view for the ultimate good, saving animals from desperate situations around the globe. Join the rescue effort on a new season of Doug to the Rescue. And
You captured a Confederate steamboat?
We're taking the ship to freedom.
an enslaved crew, a stolen vessel, and a Civil War dash to salvation on impossible escapes. Watch now on Curiosity Stream. Annual plans are $20, just $1.67 a month. Visit curiositystream.com.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
Oh, drat. I was driving along minding my own business when that vulgar leech hit my Beamer with his pickup truck. I fear I've fractured my clavicle.
I say, old boy, don't simply put it in the hands of your insurance company to sort it out. Talk with the dedicated road solicitors at the Advocates Law Firm.
Pipe down, you old sod. The Advocates will see your case through to the bitter end and won't sleep a fortnight until they have victory in their grasp.
Jolly good, old man. Jolly good indeed. You get injured, the Advocates get results. AdvocatesLaw.com.
9.9 KISW. The men's room returns with Miles and Thrill.
Game is Big Dummy, 206-421-ROCK.
Oh, let's see here. Hello, David. Welcome to the men's room.
Big Dummy!
Hola. David, are you sober or not sober?
Sober.
Okay. David, welcome to Big Dummy. Our men's room poll is your genitalia lighter than, same color as, or darker than your regular skin?
Yes, darker.
Darker. Did you know that before today?
I looked at it earlier.
Just to make sure.
You're not alone.
We want this to be as accurate as possible.
Yeah, so, today's results are better than even a week ago. Don't feel bad I checked for the first time yesterday. Mike, you checked what, just earlier today? Yeah. Everybody's fresh. All right, here is your question. What Native American tribe took part in the first Thanksgiving?
The Iroquois?
The first Thanksgiving. I will say the Mohegans.
No. It was referenced in the incredible radio teleplay, The Real First Thanksgiving.
It was?
No, it wasn't.
Oh. I wrote that. Is it the Kennesaw Indians?
The Wampanoag.
What? That makes more sense.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. I grew up on Kennesaw Street, thus I said that.
Mm-hmm. I'll see how you were.
Well, Iroquois was a street over.
Was it?
Yeah, like our whole neighborhood had tribal names.
Because I lived in Arundecoit County because the Iroquois were prevalent in that area. Oh, you gotta steal the names of our tribe. You have your own damn tribe. Jesus. All right, David, here's your question. You sound like you just got sucked into a jet engine. All right.
No, I drive trucks.
Aha. Who sang the song, All My Rowdy Friends Are Coming Over Tonight?
Please, man, add over tonight.
Most of them know him better as all my rowdy friends are here on Sunday night.
He fell off a cliff and lost his face.
I don't know.
Hank Williams Jr.
I was going to say George Thorogood.
That'd be cool if you played that.
Yeah.
All right, who played the roles of Harry and Sally in the movie When Harry Met Sally?
Oh, man, I've never seen that movie. Is it one person?
Two different people.
When Harry Met Sally.
Not to be confused with When Harry Met Harry Sally.
Mm-hmm. Or Harry Sally.
I don't know. Adam Sandler and Jennifer Aniston.
Adam Sandler's not a bad guess. I would have gone with Drew Barrymore.
Of course, with Adam Sandler, right?
Yeah, but
it's Billy Crystal and Meg Ryan. All right, what is the more popular name for Homey Airport, which is also known as Groom Lake?
Say it one more time.
What's the more popular name for Homey Airport, or in the same location, Groom Lake? So Homey Airport is located at Groom Lake, but collectively, everyone in the world knows this as a different area.
JFK?
What was that?
JFK?
Area 51.
Never flown in there.
Yeah, can't seem to get myself a flight there.
But if they have a Chick-fil-A, they're still closed on Sunday.
Wouldn't that be some Chick-fil-A at a location, Area 51?
But they're open on Sunday.
Right.
That's why we have all the fences up.
Right. Yeah. We're open, bitches. You'll be shot on sight. You're trying to get yourself some chicken.
Never await.
All right, here's your question. Forbes magazine just announced that this current NBA player is now a billionaire, making him the first active player to ever do so. Who is that annoying-ass billionaire?
LeBron James?
I mean, who else could it be, right now? God damn, it's worth $1 billion.
According to Forbes.
I mean, no offense. I own an NBA team. He wants to play a couple more years and says, this is how much I want. But I'm going to pay $20,000 a year. I know how it sounds. You're right. You're already worth $1 billion. Do I really need to supplement that?
I think he's got one contract alone that over his lifetime will be $1 billion contract. I think that's with Nike.
Oh, really?
So
okay. All right. Yeah,
right. Like that stuff.
In the life of that one contract
and then
alone.
Isn't he like co-creators with Maverick Carter of their agency?
Yes.
What is that? Something sports. So like, they, to his credit, man, I know a lot of people don't like it, which I don't really get, but like, him and his buddies were like, we're going to do this.
Yeah. And they got a pizza chain.
You
pretty
think
sure
he could get better hair plugs. I'm just.
Maybe he doesn't want them.
He wants. You mean he doesn't want better hair plugs? Because he definitely wants hair plugs. I'm just saying, with his money, he can get better.
He wants to be a player owner of the Cavaliers. That's what he wants.
Throw, maybe you know a place you should send him.
I know. He's never heard my ad. You know, if I ever meet him, I'm just going to recite the ad and be like, I'm not saying anything, bro. But they're paying to FUE treatment one day. Hello, Gary. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola!
Hola! Gary, sober, not sober?
I'm sober. I'm stuck in traffic.
All right.
Yep.
Gary, welcome to the program. Our men's room poll is your genitalia lighter than, same color as, or darker than your regular skin?
Oh, let me take a look. And it actually kind of looks a little infected.
Right.
Stupid. No, it's darker.
Darker. Darker penis.
Is it weird if it's
Gary,
green?
See, people don't comment on this. Someone said, Gary, you have a dark penis.
Yes.
And you have been. Someone said that to you before.
Yeah, a few ladies. Yeah, it's a little darker than my leg color. Yeah.
So shockingly darker than a because right now most people apparently their genitalia is darker, but most people don't get the commentary. So if you did, yours is like the other side of the color wheel.
You have the darkest labia I've ever seen. I would never say that.
You don't know if you would say that because if you legitimately were with a woman who had the darkest labia you'd ever seen, like so dark, you're like, damn, man, like it's not even an insult. You got one dark.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just didn't really think to bring it
I don't
up.
think it's a mood killer.
I don't know. I wouldn't want to shoot that shot.
Would you tell her after?
No.
Not even after?
No, maybe the door will shut.
I would definitely do it after.
Yeah.
Like, look, hey, man, I had a great time, but...
I'd say something like, I'd like to see the darkest lady I'd ever seen again.
That's how you back into it. All right.
5 minutes. I'll be ready to go again.
See that dark lady.
Just give me 5 minutes. I'll be back.
See that DL. All right. Here's your question. Hamilton is the capital of what Caribbean nation?
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to have to say the Bahamas?
Hamilton. Nassau is the capital of the Bahamas.
Is it Bermuda?
Gotcha.
It is Bermuda. Hamilton, Bermuda.
I think that's the first time I learned the city name in Bermuda.
I don't know how many cities are there. I mean, honest to God. There's another capital city. I can't remember the name now. Like Charlotte something. That was the U.S. Virgin Islands. I don't know. It's just weird. Like, obviously they have capital cities. You just never think of a city when you think of the Caribbean, right? Yeah. Even people go to Jamaica, you'll tell me the city you went to, but unless I ask, people don't say, I went to Jamaica. That is the beginning and end of the conversation.
Mm-hmm. Why is that?
I think because when we, whether it's us, Europeans, if you visit the Caribbean, unless you're visiting family, you're going to the beach. Right? So there's no, like, oh, you have to go see this city. You go to the beach, you might recommend a hotel, but there's...
I ask because I've only left the States, but like I always tell people, like, yeah, I've been to Europe, but just London.
Right.
But maybe London's just that big of a city where everybody knows
it. It is, because you don't even say England, you say London. Yeah. In fact, having been... So I've been to England twice. Once I did not go to London. Once I did go to London. When I told the people in London, oh, sure, I've been here before. I visited York however many years ago. They were like, dude, England and London, two different. It's like going to New York City and saying you get the States. Like, it's...
Correct. They're different beasts.
Right. They are not the same.
Is it just because we don't bother telling people cities that we know that they won't know?
Correct.
You know, for the longest time, I'm from Enumclaw. Nobody knows where Enumclaw is.
No one from Ireland goes, yeah, I went to Kansas. They go, I went to the United States.
Right. They went to America.
Yeah, but Kansas doesn't count. Because I wouldn't even tell people I went to Kansas.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. But you're right, because when you travel, right, like, you just name the nearest big city.
That's it. But the Caribbean, again, you're just going there for the beat. Like, no one I know has ever gone there, like, to go absorb the culture. It's like, they want to go snorkeling or whatever the hell. All right. Here is your question. What planet has the shortest day at only 10 hours long?
I'm going to guess just because it's so small, I'd say Pluto.
I'll say Mercury because it's so small.
Nope.
I guess it just spins real fast.
Mars.
Nope.
Jupiter. Is it Venus? Earth.
Jupiter.
It's Jupiter.
So it's the biggest planet.
Oh, it's flying.
But as part of the... So just as they... Since satellites there and all, this thing is spinning so fast based on its size. In 10 hours, it's spun all the way around. And it's spinning like 1,000 times bigger than Earth. So like the radiation that this thing puts out, like it proves to be problematic when they do satellites and things. Just the way they have to aim it at this thing. Because it's that big. By the way, I figured someone would just guess Uranus. Uranus, just so you know, 17 hours, 14 minutes.
That's their day.
That is the day on Uranus.
Right, the day,
it's a
not
shorter
the year.
day.
One day on Uranus is 17 hours and 14 minutes. Remember that, kids. And when your teacher gets mad at you for bringing it up, tell them to look it up. All right. Here's your question.
That's definitely going to make your genitalia darker.
Yes. One day on Uranus for 17 hours and 14 minutes. Yeah. What is the model name and number of the spacecraft's computer in 2001, A Space Odyssey?
Oh, I've never seen that movie. Model and number. I got no guess on that one. Sorry, guys.
Is back on the door in the engineering?
Yeah. It is. Our engineers have you. Yes.
Something 3,000, isn't it?
9,000.
9,000.
It's HAL 9,000.
Get it?
I couldn't get Andre 3000 out of my head.
Get it?
Andre 3000. Say, player, I can't open that door for you. Sorry, David. I am for real. You're gonna die in space today. Somebody here says, isn't Bermuda in the Atlantic? Yes, it is. Still still part of the Caribbean. We didn't move it. It sure is. All right, here's your question. Multiple choice. Whoopee cushion, silly string, hand buzzer, or stink bombs? Which popular prank object is outlawed in Mobile, Alabama?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that one?
You have a choice of a whoopee cushion, silly string, hand buzzers, or stink bombs. Which popular prank object is outlawed in Mobile, Alabama?
I'd say the whoopee cushion.
I would too.
Well, it's the stink bomb.
It is silly string.
All right.
Question 5, Gary.
You think people in Alabama care if you're farting and making a stink?
Pull my finger.
Yeah, I mean, come on. You pull my finger hard enough, I can shoot a rib out the
I
backside.
got a statue of a guy going, pull my finger with his finger out.
Right. Pull my finger barbecue sauce.
Yeah. Pull my finger guy. Born here, Mobile.
All right, your question. What actress is killed off in the opening scene of the 1996 movie Scream?
A movie, what was the name of the movie?
Scream. We actually brought her up not that long ago.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, Drew Barrymore.
Easy. Too easy.
Very good. Too easy, that's right.
Game is Big Dummy, 206-421-ROB.
She was the reason why anybody actually came to the movie, right? Like, Wes Craven wanted people to show up, so he was like, Drew Barrymore's in it. Correct.
That's what it's the same thing. He basically stole the idea from Hitchcock with Psycho.
Yeah.
Because what's her face who gets killed in the shower? Like, she was some big-ass star at the time. She dies early in the movie, and there you go. Hello, Eric. Welcome to the men's room.
Ooh, bitches.
Boo!
Eric, sober, not sober?
A little not sober, but trying to get more not sober.
Okay. All right, Eric, our men's room poll is your genitalia lighter than, same color as, or darker than your skin?
It's same color as my arm, but darker than my tummy.
I'm going to go same color.
Okay.
Glad you laid it up there.
Oh, and one thing for Ted.
All right.
What's up, man?
It's carnivorous trees.
Carnivorous
So
trees.
deciduous drop their leaves. Carnivorous are the pine trees, as in evergreen, pines, all those.
All right. Carnivorous.
Carnivores.
The more you know.
Or conifers.
Mm-hmm. All right, here's your question. What very common kitchen product is technically called product of Arthur Meyerhoff? Most people have this product in their kitchen. Not everyone, but a lot of people. It's a very popular product, but technically it's called product of Arthur Meyerhoff. Mike Hawk just figured it out.
Potato masher?
No. The
toaster?
Product of Arthur Meyerhoff.
I'm going to guess potato masher.
Something you use just before you cook something on a pan.
Pam.
Yeah. Product of Arthur Meyerhoff. Yeah. All right, here's your question. Belle, Spike, Olaf, Marbles, and Andy are siblings of what Peanuts character?
Oh, geez.
Belle, Spike, Olaf, Marbles, and Andy.
What's the main character's name? I haven't seen Peanuts in a long time. I think it's the main character, but I can't think of his name.
Charlie Brown?
Yes. I'll go with that. Charlie Brown.
Believe it or not, Belle, Spike, Olaf, Marbles, and Andy, all siblings of Snoopy.
Oh, the dog.
Yeah. His mom's a whore. Because that wasn't one litter. She just kept, one at a time. All right. By the way, she loved the doggy style. Your question. What toy was Arnold Schwarzenegger after in the movie Jingle All the Way?
Jingle All the Way.
Great movie. Cameron Diaz.
Cameron Diaz.
Is that another classic Sinbad movie?
It is a classic Sinbad movie. One of his few.
House Guest also.
House Guest, yeah. You know what? I did enjoy House Guest.
I'm going to guess a teddy bear?
Oh. Mega Man.
No.
Turbo Man.
Turbo Man.
You can always count on me.
Thanks, Mike.
Nobody likes Booster.
All right, your question. What is the liquid component of blood called?
Sebum?
What was that?
Sebum?
Something.
Oh, plasma.
Oh.
Plasma.
Who's mumbling in the back, Eric?
That was my wife.
No. Has she been of any help? Has she been of any help to you?
Can you put a sock in her mouth or something?
Yes. Let me go grab
Put your hand in her mouth.
I gotta say, she's been a giant help. You guys are dominating.
Exactly. All right, your question. What does AD stand for? As in, the year is 2022 AD. Adrian Peterson.
After death?
What's that?
After death?
That's kind of what we say.
It's Greek or
It's
Latin, though.
It's Latin.
Oh, you got to give him after death. That's what we need.
But that's not what it means.
Amorous.
Cetus. Anno Domini.
Anno Domini, okay.
So, but hey, here's the next question. What does Anno Domini translate to in English?
All day.
After death.
After death, right? Yeah, exactly.
And the year of our Lord.
Oh. I've heard that.
We're going to continue
Eric,
on this thing.
question 5.
Question number 5. What does BCE stand for, as in Julius Caesar began his rule of the Roman Empire in 46 BCE? That is currently how they write it. So it used to be BC, it was before Christ. Then they added an E and changed what all of them mean.
I'll say like before Christ
entirely
emerged from Maryism.
Before Christ. Oh, golly. Before Christ ever?
Before Common Era.
Oh.
Question 6, Eric.
All right, question number 6 for you. A Medusa, not the legendary creature, but a Medusa is what type of marine creature?
Is it a serpent?
Underwater serpent.
Oh, not a bad guess, man. The Medusa jellyfish.
Then why didn't she have jellyfish on her head? She turned you to stone. That's what she did, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's why she's in those commercials. Which, I hate the fact she has snakes on her head, but...
Because she's hot.
Yes.
Dude, every time I see that, I'm like, I know it's Medusa. I know she has a snake tail. I know she's the color of sand. I know her eyes are glowing green. And I understand that her dreadlocks are actually snakes that are angry and snappy. I want to get down with her.
But then she ruined the night for everybody by stoning the doggone bartender.
I'd be like, no, look down here.
Now I can't get a drink.
Or we can get all the drinks.
I don't need Viagra. Just look down here, girl. There you go. All right, your question. Who became Prime Minister of Cuba in 1959? Yeah.
I mean, I'm going... Yeah. I was like, name a leader of Cuba.
Yeah. That's how, it's like if I say playwright, it's probably Shakespeare.
Head chef coming up. Ted's Meat and Potatoes has people's quirky eating habits. You are listening to The Men's Room.
New on Curiosity Stream.
With my infrared drone, I can see what others can't.
Drone pilot Doug Thron uses his bird's eye view for the ultimate good, saving animals from desperate situations around the globe. Join the rescue effort on a new season of Doug to the Rescue. And
We captured a Confederate steamboat.
We're taking the ship to freedom.
an enslaved crew, a stolen vessel, and a Civil War dash to salvation on impossible escapes. Watch now on Curiosity Stream. Annual plans are $20, just $1.67 a month. Visit curiositystream.com.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. When we think about the COVID-19 vaccine hesitancy in the Black community, let's remember, it didn't happen by chance. It's justified in history. But the will to change the narrative is strong today, and our people are lending their voices to the conversation. We're sharing our stories and the reasons that made us choose the vaccine so we can lead the way for others to make a well-informed choice too. To hear our stories, visit hereforuswa.org.
Realtors abide by a code of ethics. This is Article 9 in action. Beth, a first-time homebuyer, knew nothing about the home buying process, except that she wanted to buy a home. But her realtor had the expertise to make sure Beth understood every document, even giving her copies to review with her lawyer so Beth could close on her first home with confidence. Complicated things explained in simple terms. The difference between an agent and a realtor is real. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors. That's who we are.